Welcome back to Indiana News Desk. I'm Joe Wren. An unprecedented demand coupled with the frigid temperatures and logistics issues is leading to a propane shortage. The problem is especially bad in the Midwest, where experts say they've never had a situation like this one. Alex Dirkman joins us again to talk about this issue. You've been following this all week, Alex.
Yes, the shortage facing Indiana didn't just start this week. To understand how we got to this point, we have to go back to this summer.
It rained a lot this past summer, so much that it was difficult for farmers to get into their fields. When harvest season came and farmers had to pick their crops, the corn and the soybeans, they came in wet. That meant farmers had to crank up their dryers to remove the moisture. And what powers those dryers? You guessed it, propane. Farmers used 5 times more propane to dry their crops last year than in 2012. So that's the unprecedented demand. Then came the logistics issues.
What happens is during the years, especially during the summer months, propane is stored in large salt caverns in Texas, Kansas, and Alberta, Canada, and at smaller storage facilities around the country. So it has to move, usually by pipeline, rail car, large transport trucks, and some cases barges and ships to the consuming area, where then it's delivered by truck to homes and businesses individually.
That transportation process got backed up because demand was so high. Then came the polar vortex. Trucks were delayed because of road conditions, and the frigid temperatures sent demand for propane soaring as people struggled to heat their homes. Dennis Clark has been hauling propane for more than 30 years, and this is the first time he's seen things this bad.
It's propane shortages just like it was the gas and fuel shortages back in the 70s, you know.
As he made deliveries this week, Clark wasn't filling up his customers' tanks. He doesn't have enough propane, so he's rationing it, and the most people can get is 200 gallons.
That's it.
And to make matters worse, not only are people getting less, but they're paying more.
Some of them get mad. I even have a couple to quit, but you know, there's always them rotten apples in the barrel.
Since October, propane prices have increased about $1 a gallon, from about $1.86 to $2.85.
Fortunately, we were able to get in right before the big hit came.
Alex Miracle relies on propane to heat his 8,000 square foot home, his office, and the shop where he runs his business out of.
The shop's about 50% right now, so hopefully it'll hold out till springtime or something else comes through and makes the prices go down.
In the meantime, Miracle is trying to conserve what he has.
Right now, we've actually got the house set at 65. We're comfortable at 65. It's a super insulated house and it's not drafty, so you know 65 is fine with us. We've got the bulk of the house is at 60.
And this week, when the temperatures dipped below freezing, rather than trying to heat his shop, he called his employees and told them not to come in.
Try to save the energy because you just don't know where it's going and if it's going to be available.
Suppliers in the U.S. produce more propane than is consumed here, but the U.S. is also the largest exporter of propane into the world markets. Officials with the Propane Research Council say they're working to understand how that is impacting the current shortage in the Midwest. In the meantime, the U.S. has begun importing some propane from foreign suppliers, but officials say that will likely do very little to help consumers. The big thing that needs to happen, they say, is for the temperature to warm up.
Hopefully I won't need another tank. You know, we're getting ready to start February, so, but you know, I've seen it snow in May.
Well, Joe, let's hope it doesn't snow through May, but we can't expect these freezing temperatures to continue. We will see highs in the 30s over the weekend, but the highs will drop back down into the single digits come Monday.
So you've been working on this all week. What's the status of the propane right now?
Well, the Propane Education and Research Council released a statement Wednesday hoping to stop a fear that there's a national propane shortage. They're saying the supply isn't the problem, it's getting it here. As we know, most of the northeast portion of the United States is blanketed with ice and snow, experiencing sub-zero temperatures, and it's hard to travel. But the council has mobilized all methods of delivery using barge, pipeline, rail, and truck.
So there's some assistance for the suppliers, but what about the residents who need it? Is there any state help that they can get?
There is. Governor Pence is addressing this issue. Right after the new year, he waived statutes that limit the number of hours that propane transporters can deliver to their customers, which opens up more opportunity for them to meet their customer demands. Well, that's been extended through the end of January. Also, something else they've done is Governor Pence asked NDOT trucks to switch from using propane to diesel fuel, which opens up the state supply to help residential consumers.
I didn't realize how many people in the country use propane. What was that, 30 million, 40 million?
Well, actually, it's only actually 6 million people
6 million.
in the country use propane. And in the Northeast right now, the affected area, just around 3.3 million are affected. So
It's funny, I've been seeing some on Facebook too. I don't realize how many people are relying on propane until this happens, and some of them are just getting 50 gallons at a time in a 500-gallon tank just so that they can afford it.
Well, and it heats their homes. It's what's going to make them last through this winter, really. And yes, they are limiting, like was said in the story, they're limiting the number of gallons that people are getting. At least our Mr. Clark is. So.
Okay, thanks, Alex.